practically. It seems to be the case if you buy Fuji. But if you're going to power your car with that, it's going to have to, and some people think that's going to be liquid gold in the future anyway. Water. No kidding. I've read so many reports about it. Right now, I mean, you can't trust the stuff that comes out of your tap unless you got well water, unless you got a filtration system on your, do you have one of those? Well, if you do, you're fortunate. A lot of Americans just don't. And change your filter, by the way. Change your air filter in your house for your AC. A lot of people, they gunked up and they're breathing all these allergens in it. It's the allergen season, so make sure you change that and change your water filter. Keep that clean. Every 3 months or so, some of them have to be replaced. By the way, I have cut my cable bill. I've actually just stopped getting cable altogether, and you might ask why I did that. Well, why pay for cable? In some places, it's $60 a month or $80 a month. Now, I didn't say that I cut my internet, but I cut the cable. And by doing so, I haven't missed a thing because I still watch it. And where do I watch it? 123 Ready TV. That's a product that we have on our website at forthepeopleshow.com, right on the front page or on our store page. This device allows you to watch the latest movies that are in the movie theaters and past movies, obviously, that were there, thousands and thousands of movies, okay, that are already streaming on the internet. This player allows you to play them. Plays anything on your PC, in addition, or on your phone, and it's fast, it's convenient, and it's kind of sexy if you look at it at forthepeopleshow.com, and it's easy to use. I have a video on our store page that shows you exactly how to use it, and it'll save you money instantly. And how much, you ask? $19.99. One-time payment. Not a month, not bi-monthly, it's not yearly, it's one-time $19.99. Pick up yours today and be thrilled to not be paying another cable bill. ForThePeoplesShow.com, click on the store page and get your Ready 123 Ready TV. It's simply brilliant. All right, here's a true thing. If I ever seen something that made some sense here, Donald Trump with this whole Russia thing. And I really love how, Donald Trump weighs in on these things, and it's very intelligent. His question, he went to Twitter, and he says, why isn't the House Intelligence Committee looking into Bill and Hillary deal that allowed big uranium to go to Russia? Russian speech. Yeah, she went over there, and these Russian companies, they kind of control us when it comes to uranium. And U.S. companies, yeah, through Russia, owning land over here and companies over here. And we have to go to the Russians for those particular things, for our power plants. Yes, you heard right. We're beholden to Mother Russia. Well, it's not my mother. But for power, you got to have that stuff called uranium, and Russia's got a good amount of it. Where do you think we get this stuff from? Trump's tweets refer to claims that Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, helped approve the Russian government's purchase of an American company's uranium extradition capabilities. Clinton, of course, now denying any involvement. No, not me. These tweets come as Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes has come under attack by Democrats demanding he step down for a bipartisan probe into attempts by the Russian government to affect the 2016 presidential elections. And Nunes briefed Trump on information he received about the reported unmasking of Trump's transition officials before telling Democrats on the committee. So the Russian probe was not the only thing on Trump's mind. Yesterday, he also slammed members of the conservative House Freedom Caucus for killing the GOP bill to replace Obamacare, and he vowed to work with Democrats to get something passed. He says the Republican House Freedom Caucus was able to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. After so many bad years, they were ready for a win. Here's Trump. You ready? The Democrats will make a deal with me on health care as soon as Obamacare folds. Not long. Do not worry. We are in very good shape. So did Donald Trump just say that he's going to implode. He's going to allow it to implode. Can't get your own party, which is a shame, to actually pass something that they have been working on, reportedly, for all these years. Oh, the Washington Post slammed Trump on this one. What a rookie move, working with the Democrats. It's never going to work. Oh, yeah? Well, I tell you what. Tell the Democrats that, because it will be very self-evident after it implodes greatly and more of these people that they were supposedly insuring, how great they think their victory will be in 2020 if they don't pass something. Because believe me, their switchboards will be lit up at Congress. Their constituents, they'll let them know. It's not a very wise thing, and Americans will see it for what it's worth. Now, I'd have to say, for the onlook, it's not good that the Freedom Caucus did this. They should really be embarrassed. Poe stepped down, good for him. But they really need to lean in because they have let down the American people. This was a party thing. I'm convinced it was what I said yesterday. It was a middle finger, more or less, to Donald Trump. And that's my opinion. They just did not want to give him this. Again, because he doesn't fit the mold. Doesn't fit. And by the way, the Freedom Caucus probably would have fit in very nice at that swanky restaurant with Chuck Schumer in New York for what they did, because his behavior was as bad as theirs. And they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Clearly knew what they were doing. And I tell you, it does upset a lot of folks in this country. We're not shocked, though. We're not shocked, but it's amazing how you get the liberal media where there's people drinking the Kool-Aid 24 hours a day that will sit here and lap all this up and say, see, the Republicans are worthless. See, he can't work with the own party. They have no idea how everything works in Washington, realizing it wasn't even Trump's bill. It wasn't in his bill. But yet he's the president of the United States, so people see it saying that ultimately he's responsible for it. So, he's going to take this. New leadership, well, somebody could be a hero. I just don't know if he could be able to pull this rabbit out of the hat. But Paul Ryan, if he could go back, reconvene, get these people together again, then it would actually ensure his longevity. But whether he actually agrees to do that, it's anybody's guess. Remember, at the bottom of the hour, oh yeah, it's coming up here, Andrew Peak is going to be our guest. You want to stay tuned. You're listening to For the People. Remember,
here's a message to every rapist, domestic abuser, violent criminal thug, and every other monster who preys upon women. Maybe you've heard the stories about millions of us flocking to gun stores and gun ranges for the first time, the second time, and the 100th time. Here's what that means for despicable cowards like you. Your life expectancy just got shorter. Because there's a very good chance your next target will be armed, trained, and ready to exercise her right to choose her life over yours. This is what real empowerment looks like. Millions of American moms, grandmothers, and professional women taking our lives and our families' lives into our own capable hands. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police. and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now, the internet is a big place, but 123 Ready start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the broadcast. Andrew Peak is our for Middle Eastern Affairs of the American Foreign Policy Council. And he's done so much for our armed services. He's worked with General John Allen over in intelligence, for Army intelligence, and over in Lebanon and Syria. And this guy is just the quintessential guest of guests. Welcome into For the People, sir.
Hey, it's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, there's a lot going on. Where do we start? I got to ask you this question. When people come to you and approach you these days, what are they most asking?
I think most folks are worried about the sort of lone wolf attacks that you see in places like London last week and Orlando last year, and certainly some of the capitals of Europe. I mean, I think these are almost more frightening to folks than kind of organized, multi-person ISIS-style attacks that are planned from Syria, because they don't really know what's behind it. They don't know why these are rising in frequency. These are the Islamic lone wolf terrorist attacks have almost tripled under Obama from the Bush administration. So I think folks are concerned about what we do about it. They seem tough to get a handle on from the point of view of our intelligence community and certainly from our law enforcement community. And certainly how we see this kind of ending. When do we see this constant escalation in terrorism? What James Clapper, the director of national intelligence in 2014, said, was the most contributed to the most dangerous terrorist situation he's ever seen since 9/11. So I would say that's sort of priority number one. Priority number two is probably the conflict with ISIS. Yeah. Why can't we get that resolved? Number three is what's going on with Iran, the nuclear deal, and Iran's promotion of terrorism.
What's your take? I mean, we've had terrorist attacks over here, and those lone wolf ones that you're aware of, but ISIS-inspired. Boston, I just watched that movie with Mark Wahlberg. He did a great job, for Patriots Day. Unbelievable, but it really brought that story alive, afresh, at least in my mind, and anybody that probably watched it. But that was a heck of a thing that these guys